All right, thank you so much, Yash, for all those details. We're moving on to some other stories now. The National Testing Agency has announced candidate-friendly changes for NEET UG 2026, aiming to make the examination fairer, more secure, and better aligned with student needs. The exam is scheduled for June 21st, 2026 and will now have an extended duration of 195 minutes, running from 2 p.m. to 5:15 p.m., including time for mandatory administrative and invigilation procedures. Officials said that the change ensures candidates get adequate time to attempt the paper without administrative processes, reducing the exam time. The NTA has also increased space for rough work in the question paper booklet. So after this entire controversy that started out with a leak regarding the question paper in the NEET UG 2026, we are now getting to know that the National Testing Agency has made the entire exam very candidate friendly. They are trying to make it more secure and better aligned with the students' needs. So what they're doing is they're increasing the duration of the paper to make sure that all the administrative processes are carried out during that time and the students' time to solve the paper isn't hampered, and that they get more time and more rough work space. That's what they're saying, that in the question paper booklet they'll get more space to do their rough work over there, and this is to make the exam more candidate friendly. Remember that the entire country erupted in protest when the paper leak controversy started off. Let me go across to my colleague Atul Ranjan, who's joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Atul, the NTA has now announced that it is making NEET UG 2026 more candidate friendly, more secure and better aligned with students' needs.
The NTA has made some student-friendly announcements before the 21st June re-examination that is set to be held. Now, some of the key changes that the NTA has introduced include, the biggest one obviously is the extra time. Now, unlike previously when we had 3 hours of paper and which also included the time for all sort of administrative work like invigilation procedures, attendance and other stuff that used to happen before examination paper. Now, to accommodate those extra procedures, 15 minutes have been added to the duration of the test. So the exam would essentially be of 195 minutes, that is 3 hours and 15 minutes. So 21st June exam would be from 2 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. is the first change, number one. Number two is that the question paper booklet design has also been altered, because NTA got feedback from students that students who were left-handed, they had a bit of inconvenience when it comes to use that booklet. So that has been the layout of that booklet has been revised obviously now. And third change is that apart from usually students used to get 2 rough work pages. Now they would get 2 extra rough work pages. So clearly some of the changes that have been introduced by NTA is to sort of placate students and their all sorts of the fact that they have been complaining about exam and paper leaks. So NTA is basically making moves to placate students and their parents who have been up in the arms against the NTA for the paper leak. Obviously, we have also known.
All right, thank you so much, Atul, for all those details. With that, viewers, we're slipping into a short commercial.